Hey guys, making money with Gary. I'm out here picking longleaf pine needles. Today is April 3rd, 2025. Why am I out here picking longleaf pine needles? Yesterday on April 2nd, I sold 13 pounds. I sold 4 2-pound orders and one 3.5 pound order and one 10-ounce order, but it's going to be over 13 pounds by the time I get sending everything out. And 2 people had ordered 2-pound orders each, and then one person ordered a 3.5, and one person ordered a 10-ounce order. So I got a 3.5 pounds, 4 pounds, 4 pounds, 11.5 pounds total, and then with that, I give extra. It's going to come out to 12 pounds, and then with the 10 ounce, it's going to almost come out to 13 pounds. But look, guys, let me show you what's in my hand. What's in my hand right here is $10 worth. This would be $10 in my pocket. It's probably about $15 worth before it's shipped. This is only around 6 ounces right here in my hand. So look, I'm going to put this in the bag, and then I'm going to show you what I got in these bags. You're not going to believe it. I got like 13 pounds, and these are dry, and because they're so dry, they don't weigh a lot. What's that, a leaf? I think a leaf blew in there, yeah. So in this one bag, I'm saying I got 10 pounds, and in this other bag, I'm saying I might have 4 or 5 pounds. It's kind of questionable. I've been out here so long, I'm kind of like delirious from picking so long. I came out here because I know I could pick quick, and I know they're all long here, and I don't come here often. But I had to come here because I need to fill these orders, and I've been getting hammered so much selling the longleaf pine needles that I'm trying to catch up. I really am. I'm trying to catch up, and as quick as I pick them, I sell them. So I'm picking them, and they're going right back out again. And I'm just trying to catch up. And right here in this bag, it's definitely 10 pounds in this bag. I know that. This bag here, I know it's not as wide, it's not as much. It's probably 5 pounds, if 5 pounds. So the total right here is probably 14 to 15 pounds. And that's because they're so dry. When they dry, they're fluffed up and they look like more than what they are. But I know this bag here is 10 pounds because I've been counting away as I've been putting them in. With this bag here, it's towards the end of the day I started filling this bag. But I'm pretty sure I got around 14 pounds or 15 pounds. So I need 13 pounds to fill my orders. And I do have a little bit home, very little bit. I think I got a pound home. But I just want to make sure I'm covered. And I got to come out again and pick again because I'm going to get hit again. I know it. And I really need to come out and just catch up. I need to get a 20-pile stockpile going again. But this wears you out picking these. So I might have to come out here to pick again. So look, guys, what I sold, let me tell you what they sell for. They sell for $27 a pound average in my pocket. So what I sold is, now the gross amount, what I sold at 13 pounds is like $400. $400 and change, $400 right around there. And the net amount would be like $300 in my pocket, what I sold. And that's because when I sell the larger orders, I get less money. And when I sell the smaller orders, I get more money. So, but the 1 pound orders, which are really 18 ounces, I normally get 27 in my pocket out of 41 gross. And a 3.5 pound order, when they pay, it depends on what state they're in, because they all pay different sales tax. If they're in a state with a high sales tax, they could be paying $107 gross. And after shipping and everything, I'll make $80 on a 3.5 pound order. Now the 2 pound orders, they're around $65 each gross, and I make around $45.50 depending on the state they're in and how much it costs to mail them. Now I had 2 double 2 pound orders from 2 different customers, 2 double one and another 2 double one. Then I have a 10 ounce one from another customer. So, and I got the 3.5 pound order from another customer. So I got a lot of pine needles I got to fill. I got to send out. So, guys, I've been doing this for 5 years. And because I've been doing this for 5 years, let me walk you around here a little. I've been doing this for 5 years. And see the needles, how packed they are in the ground? Oh man, everything keeps grabbing me as I'm walking. Oh look. Okay, here's one. I'm just gonna show you one. This one here is 3-in-1. As you can see, they're always 3-in-1, guys. 3 needles in 1 needle. This is probably around a 14-inch needle. So look, they're all over the ground. So I've been here, what, 6 hours or more picking. I've been here for a while picking. And I'm trying to fill all these orders. I got hammered. And it happens. It's right at the start where I would get hammered. And I had days where I got hammered with 20 pound worth of sales. So when I get hammered, I got to be ready to fill them. So normally I have a stockpile. But you know, guys, I have a lot of stuff I've been doing. Yesterday I had to put change the toilet out. I've been doing a lot of things around the house besides my selling books and selling Longleaf pine needles. So because of that, I haven't been able to keep up with my stockpile like I normally do. So I fall behind really quick because I've been doing this for 5 years. I have a large customer base and I'm constantly selling these constantly. And I'm constantly resupplying and constantly selling. And I'm hoping now tomorrow I won't be able to pick. Because tomorrow we have one of our babies, one of our pets, our dog, we have to bring to a vet. And the vet is far away. It's in Columbia. So that's about 70 miles away from me. So I'm in South Carolina. So we're going to a vet to get one of our dogs checked that my wife had for a long time. So tomorrow I won't be able to pick. And I really need to stock up. But what I'm going to have to do is come out the following day and hammer at it again. And I got to just keep doing it till I get really till I get a stockpile going. So, hey guys, anybody could do this. Anybody could pick these Longleaf pine needles. Now what I do is I'll grab a clump up from the ground between the leaves. I'll slide them through my hand. Anything 10 inches, 11 inches shorter, I throw them back down. Anything long, I keep in my hand and I throw in the bag. How do I know the length of them? I've been doing this so long, I could slide them through my hand, and basically once they slide through my hand, I have an idea how long they are. Now when I started, I used to put them up to my shoe. My shoe's a size 13. And I could measure them that way, hold them next to my shoe. But because I've been doing it for 5 years, I just know the length just by sliding them through my hand. I can tell how long they are. And I throw the ones back that ain't long enough. I strive to get long ones. As my customers weave baskets with these, and they want long ones, they could make a better product and sell a better product. Now the people that buy these Longleaf pine needles off of me, they weave baskets, they weave wreaths that hang on a door, they weave mats, they weave placemats, they weave all kinds of stuff. And let me tell you guys, the people that do this stuff, they make good money. If someone buys 18 ounces off of me, they're gonna make they're going to turn that 18 ounces into $500 or more. So the people that do this, they make good money. So they don't quabble about buying them off of me. And they know it's a lot of work to pick these. And you can't rake these, because if you rake them, you break them. And if you break them, you can't use them. They're no good. So, I mean, they're good to throw around the plants and stuff in your garden, but they're not good for weaving with. If you want to pick these for somebody to weave with them and make things, they have to be handpicked. And that is the only way to do it. Because any other way, they're going to get damaged and they're going to be no good. And then the people are going to get them and they're going to say, hey, you sent me a bunch of broken pine needles, I can't use them. You know, and they're going to be upset. And you can't help having some broken ones go in your orders. That's normal, that's natural, it happens. What I do is I'll send a little extra to compensate. So anything's broken or gets broken in the mail, even though they're in boxes and stuff, I'll send a little extra and it'll compensate my customers. So my customers know how I work, and I've been doing this for a while, like I said. And because I've been doing it so long and I have such a large customer base, that I have a lot of people that trust me and have faith in my product. So at the same time, I try to keep my customers happy, and I really do. And not only do I sell these longleaf pine needles, guys, I sell books. And what I do with the books, I go to thrift stores and I look for books that are rare, first editions, first printings. And books, there's not a lot of books around of this one particular or that particular book. And people will pay good money for a rare book that's collectible, they can't get a hold of. And you know, I'll give you an example. I had a book about the Kennedy, JFK, when he was shot and everything, and all this bad stuff happened. And this book was written by a police officer back in the 60s when everything happened. And he was telling his point of view, how he thought everything went down and what happened. And he was right there at the scene. And this book, nobody could get this book. And I found it in a thrift store. Now, this was a couple of years ago. And I bought it for 50 cents. And the book was, the cover was pretty badly damaged. But still, the information in the book, nobody could get this book. And it wasn't even a hardcover. I believe it was soft cover. Yeah, it was a soft cover. And the front cover was damaged. It was like it had holes in it and stuff. But the book was sound. You could read everything in this book. And I seen it sell in good condition for a couple $100. And the book I had was not in good condition. So I believe at the time, I asked $60 for it. And let me tell you, within 1 week, that book was gone. And somebody bought it because they knew they weren't going to get that book anywhere. And in 1 week, that book sold. And I got $60 for it. And I paid 50 cents for it. And that's just an example. Now, I had books that I had went to different places, and the books were signed by I had a book signed by a famous golf player. The one that had passed away, I forgot his name over there. Sorry. But that book, his signature was in it. He signed it to somebody. I sold it for $150. So, and it was first edition, first printing. Now, there was another book I had by Jimmy Carter, signed by Jimmy Carter. And that was a year ago or so, a couple of years ago. And that book, you know, I sold it too cheap. I put it up for $150. It was gone in 3 days. It sold like in 3 days for $150, signed by a former president. So now I do have another book signed by him. And I have that book up for a lot more money than that, because I know his signature's worth a lot of money. He was a president. So I have a lot of books like these. And I have old books, and I have books that are from the 1800s. And I have books that ain't old, that are only 10 years old, or 20 years old. But they're rare. And I had another book about the Kennedys, and it was the Kennedys, the women of the Kennedys. And I forget exactly what the topic was, but the book was a very rare book, and it wasn't old at all. It was only 20 years old. But because the book was so rare, I seen it sell for $100 to $150. My book was like brand new. I put it up for $100. That was gone in a week. It sold. And somebody bought it. It was first edition, first printing. It wasn't signed. It ended up selling with tax and everything. It sold for 100 and change, 100 and something, I think 105 or 100 and something dollars. And it sold like really fast. In a week or so, it was gone. It was just gone. And that's why I like going out to thrift stores and looking for books. Now, here's the problem you're going to have if you do this. Don't grab every book. Because I've done that in the past when I first started. And what happened was I had so many books, I had to get rid of books that I had to just go donate back and just take the loss, the $1, 50-cent loss, whatever it was, and keep doing what I was doing because they were taking up space and they were books I weren't going to sell. And that was way back in the beginning before I really learned the ropes. And now that I know the ropes very well, I won't get a book unless I could sell it for more than $20 and it's very collectible. So, and even then, you could get a very collectible book that you're going to sell for 20 or more, and you'll buy it for $1 or 50 cents, and that book could still sit for 6 months, depending on how rare it is to find. If there's 1,000 of them books up for sale, everybody's going to be lowering their price and stuff, and it's going to take a while to sell it, but you will sell it. But the best books are the really rare books, and you can also get a book that's really rare, and nobody really knows about the book, and it don't have a big clientele, a large number of people that want it, but it's still a rare book and it will sell. So some books like that you might have to keep for 6 months, but when you sell them, you'll get a couple hundred for them or whatever you're asking. But then it depends on the book. So I try to go in the middle where I can move the books fast. I don't like books sitting more than 6 months. I just don't like it. I have books that have sat more than 6 months. I had to clean the store out, go through everything. And then now I do it different because I learn. Then you learn as you go. And the same thing with these Longleaf pine needles. I've been selling them for 5 years and I've learned as I went. And now I'm good and I have a large customer base. I move 100 pounds a month. The same thing with the books. I sell an average 100 books a month. And I'm trying a new thing that I'm trying to get into, but I haven't had time to really get into it, and it's going to be selling gemstones. But when I say gemstones, it's like a lower grade gemstone quartz. And I found an area where I found a lot of quartz, different colors. Blue quartz sells between 25 and 50 a pound. Red and rose quartz sells for 15, 20 a pound. Citrus quartz sells for $15, $20 a pound. And some of the green quartz sells for a lot of money. Could sell for $100 for one rock. I'm talking a rock the size of your fist. So it varies. But I have around 1,400 pounds of quartz that I have collected over the winter in the cold weather. I went and got. I found an area where I know where there was a load of it, and I got it all. And I'm going to start selling that. I just haven't got around to it. I have it all in storage. I'm all ready to do everything. I have everything all set up for it. But I have to get caught up with these Longleaf pine needles so I could move on and do that. And that's going to be easy when I do that because I have a system down how I'm going to do it. I'm going to sell so many pounds, so much a pound, and maybe 3 pounds at a time. And I'm just going to keep making money and keep mailing it out, keep making money, keep mailing it out. And I'm going to be a supplier to the people that tumble it and make jewelry. And that's just like I do with the Longleaf pine needles. I'm a supplier to the people that make baskets and the people that weave stuff and sell stuff. And they buy these for $41 a pound because I'm a supplier. And that's what I'm going to do with the quartz gemstones. I'm going to be a supplier. And that's the way I figured I could do it, and I could move them fast. And even if I sell them low, it's all right. I'll move them fast. I'll make money like I do with these Longleaf pine needles. So, hey guys, I hope I inspired you. Now, these Longleaf pine needles don't grow everywhere. They only grow in zones 7, 8, and 9. So if you're looking to do this, make sure, check out, see what zone you're in, and if you could do it. If you can't, look into doing the vintage books. There's plenty of Goodwills, plenty of thrift stores Try to stay away from Goodwill. Try Salvation Army in different places where the books are lower. Or go to church sales where they have them on sale and look for books that you could move. And it's a great business. I love doing that. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope I inspired you. Making Money with Gary. Over and out.